Hello everyone, I'm Xiao Gang. Okay, let me demonstrate the packaged result here. Let's first look at a template. This is our support library. Face is the SlateViewer for version 5.03. As you can see, it's relatively small. Relatively speaking, you can see that we can double-click to launch it. There's absolutely no problem. Right, actually, the size can be compressed further, but compressing it is quite troublesome. So how is this done? Actually, we do it by using the elimination method. How do we eliminate? As you can see, its architecture is like this. Engine, wireless, this architecture, along with our engine, this architecture, right? Application. So the simple principle of doing that is that you copy everything from the engine over, and then you delete them one by one. After deleting, when you find it reaches the minimum dependencies, then it's done. I think the engine should be UAT. That is the program we use for packaging. It should be able to specifically package standalone programs. But it seems there is no forum and no sharing from experts. Maybe it's not very useful, but if we want to use it, using it this way is fine. You can see right here, actually it's not big, just do it like this. We can run it, and this is a template I organized before, because we are now on Unreal 5.4.2 or Unreal 5.2.3. Right, it might change, and I'm using engine version 5.4.2, but it's more or less the same. And here in your place, you'll see these two are dynamically generated. You can just delete them. Don't worry about this. And in this program, we put two things. One is our little broken jar. You can see, right, and we'll run it. Let's execute this function. Right. For this, we'd better create a project. Just make something random. Let's create a project. Let's go with this one. You can see this feature runs without any issues. Take a look. Here, it should be scanning some VS stuff in. That's why there's so much, and some big shitty sources. Now it's entering the filtering stage. There are some intermediate files here. Maybe we shouldn't let it execute this. We shouldn't. We should only check one source. That would be fast. You see, it's probably just completed. So this proves that packaging it this way here is fine. And this is a newly added library. We have to change the ID to place it. And in a special case, there is a server free in this aspect. This thing is particularly large. We didn't have it before. It might be because of this. Why is that? Because our SlateViewer used this thing. It used this thing. Look, if we delete this, I'll delete it. After we delete it, after deleting it, then we execute again. There is a road here. You will find that it cannot execute. Then after troubleshooting, I found that it needs this thing. And you can execute it. Right, and this might be related to browser browsing. So the engine probably wants to extract some of the streaming browser-related things. So, in version 5.4.2, we first in the setter party, we added these things. Okay, anyway, this big package, this packaging, this standalone program packaging thing is very simple. Just delete it cleanly. Let's simply assume what it depends on. First, it depends on some shaders. This is a stand-on render shader. This thing needs to be included because this is depended on by SlateViewer, and the configuration here doesn't need to be touched. This configuration doesn't need to be touched. In Banalize, there is a dependency like this in the setter party. Anyway, these dependencies must also be included inside because I found that if you delete them, it might report an error. This is probably about internationalized text language. Also, editor Slate, these things are necessary because if you don't have this icon in this slide, it will not find the icon, you will get an error. You can see these Slate icons are mainly in these resources. So these few folders, we use the exclusion method to keep them. We could definitely continue deleting, but there's no need to delete further. We've tried our best to make it smaller. You can see, after making it smaller, this actually is still relatively large. This one is 100 megabytes. This one is also around 100 megabytes. Okay, so we'll stop here. Then we will share this with everyone. I deleted it bit by bit myself. Basically, each deletion took 20 minutes to an hour. Only then could you delete it cleanly. Just to strip the engine down to its core. It's obvious that in this engine, these other platforms like Beta can be directly deleted. And we can also delete these inside. We only keep what we need. It most easily depends on this set body. Then in contents, it will also have some dependencies. And then there are also some other places. Anyway, we roughly have this circle. These can be deleted. That is, we use the process of elimination. Force package. Okay, so that concludes this lesson. Everyone should be fine now. There will be course materials later. You will get this when the course materials are available. And I believe everyone, we will put this code here for you later. You can just take a look at it yourselves. Good, we have finished this chapter, and thank you for your learning.